I was watching a bunch of commercials from 1991 and started bawling when one for cereal popped up. It made me remember back when a toy in the box actually meant something. Now, scanning a QR code takes you to a website with a banner that reads, "Your childhood's been discontinued, you old fuck." What the fuck is up, Internet? Welcome to the channel, and thank you for checking out this episode of Retro Ad Reactions.
Do comfort and adventure go together? They do now.
Ford Explorer.
Since Ford created a vehicle that quickly became the class of its class.
Whoa, this 91 is when the Ford Explorer came out? Damn! It seems like it's been out longer than that? Not as long as that. 91? Damn. I don't know, I was just surprised by that right off the bat.
By providing the most comfort and interior room you can buy. 4-liter power and as much exterior room as your heart desires. Growing where others have never.
They were kind of popping when they first came out because it was like... Were they still making the Blazer, or did the Blazer kind of fall off? And then the Explorer was like, oh yeah, you got a Blazer? Well, we got a big-ass fucking Bronco. And that's what the fucking Explorer was. A big-ass Bronco.
That's what an Explorer is all about.
Have you driven a Ford lately? I don't think that's their tagline anymore.
Alka-Seltzer's laws of indigestion.
Alka-Seltzer.
The one food you cannot tolerate will always be...
I never really fuck with Alka-Seltzer. I never have. If I get heartburn, I used to. I don't really do. I don't really take anything anymore, but I would just fucking pile a bunch of fucking Tums in my mouth and fucking suck on those bitches for a minute, and that would do the trick, or just drink some milk. Alka-Seltzers for heartburn? I didn't know
served
that.
by your in-laws.
You have some sauce.
For indigestion with headache, you need Alka-Seltzer.
When they say indigestion and headache, are they talking about heartburn? What's indigestion?
Indigestion, also called dyspepsia or an upset stomach, is discomfort in your upper abdomen. Indigestion describes certain symptoms such as belly pain and a feeling of fullness soon after you start eating, rather than a specific disease. Indigestion can also be a symptom of other digestive disorders.
That's not diarrhea. I mean, it's just a stomach ache?
There's no law against fast relief.
Yeah, fast relief.
Nothing prepares
The
you for
Super
F-Zero.
Nintendo, baby.
Nintendo Entertainment System.
F-Zero? Yo, look at these graphics. I don't remember F-Zero.
Believe the power. You won't believe the control. You won't believe the...
Imagine those goddamn paddles. There was like nothing to them. Now they have fucking, you got like paddles on the back and fucking, holy shit. This was back in the day when you just had to go up, down, forward, backward, fast, or brake. That was pretty much it.
The curves or the feeling you get until you experience...
It's a pretty good fucking CGI.
Wow, that's fast.
F-Zero for the
It's pretty good CGI, actually.
Now you're raising the power. Super...
I don't remember that fucking game. I love Super Nintendo, though.
Its style can be beautiful to touch. The Finesse Styling Collection.
Finesse. I remember that brand. Is that shit still around? Yeah, I mean, all these fucking shampoo commercials and conditioner commercials are the same. Dudes and chicks making out on a sailboat. Standard.
We've got a sniffling, sneezing, stuffy head so your child can rest medicine. We're made for each other, especially because we're made with no...
Now, NyQuil is like, I don't take like anything really, but I'll fuck with some NyQuil. If I'm sick, I'll guzzle some NyQuil to knock my ass out. That is for sure.
Alcohol. Introducing children's NyQuil head cold allergy.
I don't know if I'd give NyQuil to a kid. That shit's kind of fucking strong. 2 shots of that shit in the little cup they give you, man, and I'm like, feel like I've been tripping balls or something. Like I'm groggy as fuck for like a day and a half.
Okay, we took the whole idea of car ownership and gave it a new twist. The new Elantra.
Elantra. This is in the last advertisements I watched too. Different commercial though.
About all you pay for is gas. which makes owning anything else seem, well,
Still have to
a
buy
bit
the car.
twisted. The new Elantra from Hyundai. Yes, Hyundai.
That was so plain.
Look what I just bought. Another cookbook. This one's
Another
special. Low salt, low sugar recipes. You know, for the kids.
What a mom.
Low salt, low sugar recipes for the kids. Now you just Google that shit. Imagine having, oh Jesus. I know, like, some people have like old ass recipes like their grandma gave them that's still written down on paper and like a filing book or some shit. But yeah, man, we can just Google that shit now, right? Just, if you have to, print it out, but you can just fucking look on your phone.
I try.
Well, then you've got to try this. Simply Jif, a low salt, low sugar peanut butter.
Ah. Jif Light? Simply Jif. I never heard of that shit.
Leading regular brand and a whole lot of fresh roasted peanut taste.
Peanut butter is
never
pretty
thought it
clutch.
tastes this good.
That's pretty underrated, actually.
New Simply Jif, another wholesome choice for choosy moms.
Man, last week my cold was so bad. I was coughing.
The type
pounded,
M
my
cough?
Nose ran. I'm sure I even had a fever. My cough medicine just couldn't
Wait.
handle that kind of cold.
I'm sure I even had a fever? You didn't know you did? You're rattling off these fucking symptoms. But then you're a little, like, iffy on the fever thing? That's like the first thing you notice. Well, I mean, I guess you would notice cough first, because you're just doing it. Why is it being so shady about the fever? I don't know, it just stuck out to me.
They had this in the infirmary.
The type
Vicks
M
144
medicine.
M for multi-symptom.
I never heard of this
It's better than the
shit.
leading brand because it's complete cold care and a cough medicine.
Is that stuff still
Pretty soon
around?
my body was telling me, hey, slacker, get back to work.
Hey, Slacker.
That's some medicine.
Vicks Formula 44, a better
Oh, it's Vicks. Okay, Vicks Formula 44. I have heard of that. I don't know if that shit's still around now. I mean, I kind of just zone in on NyQuil, so I'm not looking at the fucking medicine aisle. I don't think that shit's still around anymore. Maybe.
When everyone makes a fuss over her holiday pie, Mrs. Johnson's is Mrs. Smith's. And don't you know her family means the world to her? So, Mrs. O'Malley's pie is Mrs. Smith's.
Mrs. Smith's pies?
Right from using fruit picked at the peak of its season.
Huh. Buying a boxed pie. Interesting. I'm trying to like look at the sizes here. These apples are really either really fucking big or this pie is really small, right? Like, do those apples look giant compared to that pie? Maybe it's a fake pie. Maybe they're fake apples. I don't know, but interesting.
This pie is...
You can kind of confuse Mr. Smith's pies and Granny Smith apples. I've never had like an apple pie with Granny Smith apples instead, because Granny Smith is kind of my jam. But maybe the sour apples would kind of like fuck it up. I don't know.
special. Pie so
I don't know why I'm opining on the types of apple pies going on out there.
Should be Mrs.
Never heard of that shit.
Well, we're in the hubbub of it all. I mean, this is where people shop. This is where they
The
do business.
Mac
This is where they
card?
use their Mac card too.
That's crazy, because that's what people call their debit card for a long ass time. I don't think they do it anymore. But yeah, it would be Mac card, Mac machine. That's what you would call your debit card if you were going to go take money out of the bank or something. I don't think they call it that anymore, but yeah, for a long ass time, if you whipped out your debit card, you were fucking... It was a Mac card. Didn't matter if it was a fucking Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or what fucking have you. Discover, if anybody has that shit. Yeah, it was just a Mac card.
Picking up the groceries here. Do you think she'll pay with a Mac card, or is it too early to tell?
It's really too early to tell.
We'll see what happens. Should be pretty convenient. I mean, it's much more handy than cash.
I love the convenience of not having to write the check and just using a card.
Writing a check. People still try to write checks. That's pretty crazy. Working in the retail business, man, I'm telling you, if you've never done that, worked in retail, you don't fucking know who you're sharing in society with, that's for sure.
You have an application?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. You are. That's great. It's very exciting. She is going to be paying with a Mac card. Sorry about that.
What the fuck? Ooh, pizza? What is this company? I don't get olives, man. Black olives on pizza, I'm good. What? Garmines? I've never heard of that shit. Oh, this is just probably like a local place. I wonder where that's at. You ever heard of fucking, is it Garmines? Or Carmines? I don't know what it is, but if you've ever ate that pizza, let me know in the comments if that shit was banging or not. It looked pretty good, except for the fucking olives. I'm not down with that shit. Might as well put anchovies on that bitch.
The city is a battlefield. In a secret war, the toughest killer on the street is on our side.
Who the fuck is this? Chuck Norris. Rocking a mullet? You know he's a badass.
Chuck Norris is the Hitman.
The Hitman. Look at Chuck Norris back in the day. Rocking that beard. He's got a... That mullet is mullet-y. That's the most mullet-y mullet I've ever fucking seen. I'm Chuck Norris? Yo, that bitch will fucking leg sweep you. Just his hair. Jesus. The Hitman. Never heard of that shit.
It's Roseanne Sullivan's Wild Weekend Sale. Now
Roseanne Sullivan.
Appliances from washers to refrigerators, ranges,
oh
dishwashers,
shit.
microwave ovens,
Ranges.
TVs, VCRs and camcorders, audio components, computers, even electronic keyboards. Plus, you can buy now with no payments of any kind for not just 30 or 90 days, but a full 150 days. Roseanne Sullivan's
No
Wild
payment, no
Weekend
interest. Huh. Yeah, man, they really try to slang that kind of shit.
It's wild.
It's wild. Buy a toaster oven.
I was alone.
Buy a fucking washer and dryer. It's wild. Wow, you really got to sell that shit. Burger King? No, this is McDonald's.
The tempting taste of McDonald's alluring quarter pounder with cheese.
Cute, yeah, quarter pounder.
For an irresistible deal. The extra value.
How much does this cost? I'm curious. I was gonna say. It's not gonna tell you the price. Yo, that shit was probably like $4. Double quarter pound, or that was just a regular quarter pounder meal with. I'll just go with the medium, the regular. That shit was probably like $4 or $5. Now the shit's like 20. Holy fuck! You got to take a loan out to get a large. Holy shit!
Home with a miserable cold.
I was, but now I feel better.
Well, did you take Sudafed for your stuffy nose?
No, I took Comtrax. It does it all.
Comtrax?
For your sneezing.
I only took Comtrax.
Regular Tylenol for your aches and pains. Benylin DM for your cough.
All I took was Comtrax.
I never heard of that.
Take each of these just to get all the relief that's in 2 Comtrax.
Comtrax like that?
Does it all.
I never heard of it.
Also, look for new non-drowsy Comtrax.
Never heard of it. It's probably not a thing anymore.
Your newspaper. Every day we help you keep up with the things you care about, with special features like Our Schools. The new paper.
I'm glad I paused on this this CGI. I wonder how they made this. It's like a newspaper hat. I wonder how they put that together, but I never heard of this newspaper.
Page about local education.
Like, there's like 5 newspapers now.
Of news in our community.
And they only make money because they got websites.
Includes neighborhood news like weddings, town meetings, and more.
Yeah, right.
Sports is filled with hard
I have Facebook for that shit.
And scores.
I mean,
Weekend Magazine is your ticket to music,
like
movies,
who's
things to do in and around Rochester.
pulling open a
If you
fucking
subscribe
newspaper
now,
these
you get the
days?
DNC
Holy
every day
shit.
for 13 weeks.
We're just all doom scrolling, man. We don't need to pay for that.
Add up the coupons and the sale ads, and the DNC actually saves you money. Plus, you get delivery by 6 a.m. weekdays. Guaranteed. You can even charge your subscription. So call now. 1-800-543-1200.
Crazy.
Democrat Chronicle. The news you can really use.
The news you can really use.
Presented by Legs Sheer Energy. That's exciting.
Imagine if like the newspapers, like if the newspapers were to be successful, they'd have to come out with like clickbait shit. It would have to be like those old fucking supermarket ones, like fucking Roseanne Barr has baby with fucking gorilla or whatever. Like those are the only ones that would sell now. I don't even know if they make those anymore. But those are the only ones people would that would catch people's eye enough in line to buy them. Because half the time people waiting in line at the grocery store are probably on their phone, fucking scrolling. You know what I mean? Checking out their Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whatever. And so they don't even, I can't remember the last magazine I bought, newspaper I bought. Jesus, it's been a minute. Probably the last newspaper magazine I ever bought was like a Mad magazine, fucking probably years ago, because those things are pricey, and I'm like, I'll pass. I'll just look that shit up online.
That's spectacular. That's Yabba Dabba Doo, Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, and the Flintstones.
Wow, on ice?
Cartoon characters from the world of Hanna-Barbera, live on ice.
It's hot.
Wow.
Escapades, presented by
Escapades, is that big anymore? It was kind of huge back in the day.
Tickets now on sale.
Did I say Rochester?
At all Ticketmaster locations.
Hi, it's Cadillac's new Smart Lease offer. Oops, all this stuff says is the Cadillac has a fantastic new Smart Lease.
Oh, they were really trying to get slick.
Brand new 92 sedan DeVille with no down
God
payment.
damn, that thing looks awful.
$4.99 a month for only 36 months. That's right.
$49.99 a month?
$4.99 a month, 36 months. It's Cadillac's fantastic Smart Lease
That's
program.
not really
So
that.
head on over to your Cadillac
That's
dealer.
pretty
Anyway,
comparable to nowadays, right? Like, how much would you pay a month for a Cadillac now? Twins, the movie?
The new Phase gift book makes Christmas shopping easier for everyone.
Oh yeah, nobody's fucking looking through that shit either, man.
Buffering tablets, 100 count, only $5.66.
FaZe is getting their ass kicked by Amazon, that's for sure. This FaZe probably doesn't even exist anymore. FaZe drugs?
25% off our everyday low prices. Shop the colorful holiday gift
I never
book
heard of
today.
that shit. It's like a fucking JC Penney's.
Today, the difference between lay away and lay awake. Lionel Kitty
Wow,
City.
lay away.
Awake, you see, is what parents do when it's time to pay for their children's holiday toys. They lay awake. Lay away at Lionel Kitty City is the solution to lay awake. You see, with lay away, parents can buy lots of toys now, pay for them slowly, and they won't lay
That's
awake.
one thing that they probably should have doubled down on. Like, that's one thing you can't do online is do layaway. These stores, these box stores, probably should have fucking pushed layaway and more like... They should have pushed more services like personal interactive like services. Like layaway. I don't think, I mean, you could probably do, you can do payments online. I guess that's kind of the same thing. But I've never heard of Kitty City Toys. Lionel? I don't know what that shit is.
City. Remember that, it's important.
Man, this Carmine's. Is it Carmine's? Garmine's? I don't know, that shit making me hungry for pizza though. Even though this is a fucking same goddamn commercial again, Dave. Get your shit together, buddy. That cheese is a little wonky, right?
All across this great country,
America's
America's
best.
contacts and eyeglasses will be
Yeah.
any advertised price, period.
Look at this animation, holy shit.
New patients get famous daily wear soft contacts or 2 pair of great eyeglasses
This is
complete,
kinda
including eye exam. Daily wear soft
wild
contacts
looking.
or 2 pair of high fashion eyeglasses, $39.99 including
They
the
had
exam.
this professionally made, this advertisement for like a local place. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Well, did you remember any of those ads from back in the day? Or did any trigger a weirdo memory? Let me know in the comments. But that's all I have for now. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.